morning, SMP Nation. Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our Thursday live show. Glad y'all joined us. Hey, has everybody recovered from last week? It was a long week, wasn't it, Kyle?
That was, yes. But we're all recovered and ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Everybody say good morning to Kyle. He's in here this morning.
Weekend of rest.
Well, I tell you what, we can't rest too long because we've got another great special today. We had to get on and share it with everybody. And so kind of give you the story behind this during this week, the first of the week, we got a call and we were talking to Grace about business and everything. We're like, man, we need something, don't we, Kyle?
Yeah.
We need something for our customers. And lo and behold, they found some product for us that we're going to be able to offer it to you today at really good pricing. And y'all probably saw the thumbnail on the video. It's going to be pretty exciting. And we're going to have Melinda Romero and Jana. What's Jana's last name?
Matthews.
Why did I forget that? Jana Matthews. They're going to be coming on doing a little demonstration for us today from Grace. And we're going to talk all about the special we have for you. And I think y'all are going to be blown away by the pricing we got for you today on it. Before we get too started into the show, I want to say a big shout out to some SMP Nation watching out there today. We have Patsy Good over in South Carolina. So good morning, Patsy. Actually, it's good afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Patsy right now. She's 1 o'clock.
South Carolina.
Yeah. We've got Sharon Bingham over in Kansas City. So, hey, Sharon. We have Patty Groton in Vermont watching. Norma Kaufman, she's here local, San Marcos, California.
Yeah, she comes into our store.
Yeah, she comes into our retail store. So, hey, Norma. We have Alice Jett down in Florida watching. And so good afternoon to Alice. And we have Janice Jarvis in Pennsylvania watching. And so good afternoon to Janice over there. So hope that y'all enjoyed SewFest. And if y'all did, put a number 1 in the chat right now if you got to watch the whole thing and loved it. I tell you what, we gave a ton of stuff away, didn't we, Kyle?
Yeah.
Ton of stuff we gave away. And our grand prize winner, woo!
I think everyone has claimed their prizes too. Yeah. Everything will be shipped.
All the prizes were claimed, and we're shipping all the stuff out this week. So if you won something, be patient. It's actually shipping out this week. They've been getting everything put together, and it was a lot of stuff. And not only a lot of stuff we had to ship and give away, but we sold a lot of stuff. So we had a bunch of stuff to ship for all you that made your orders during SewFest and got some of the great deals out there. And we surely do appreciate your business. A couple things. Before we get to the products, I wanted to talk a little bit about. So I want to tell you about some events. So to kind of get on your calendar. And so we've got several events. Kyle, do we have an overlay of that? There we go. As y'all know, we're here every Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific time with the show. December the 2nd is our Cyber Monday show. And we're doing something a little different this year than we did last year. Last year, we had a Cyber Monday show, and then we had a separate show with Countdown to Christmas. Well, since Cyber Monday is falling in December, it's December 2nd, and we thought, you know what? We usually do Countdown to Christmas the second week of Christmas. We were thinking this would actually give us a little bit more time to even, if you order stuff on the show, to get it before Christmas. So we're combining the two shows. So basically December 2nd will be the Cyber Monday show, and then December the 3rd through the 6th, that Tuesday through Friday, will be our Countdown to Christmas show. So it's all going to happen all the same week. And so we'll be busy. We'll be on air that Monday through Friday again. But we're going to have the Cyber Monday that first Monday. And then everything else will be Christmassy. So Santa Blaine will have to make an appearance.
We'll have a lot of gifts for you guys.
We're going to have a lot of good stuff.
Yes.
Also, I got emails asking me, bring Takeover Tuesday back. And also, I got an email asking me, where's Kennedy? Y'all been wanting to know where Kennedy went. Well, Kennedy actually went back to school. So she had to leave us. So she went back to school. And so we're hoping that everything goes well for her. And you never know, she may show up again. But she went there. So just want to let y'all know that it wasn't like, nothing, no craziness or anything. So that's what she's doing. But we are bringing Takeover Tuesday back. And we've got something really exciting about Takeover Tuesday. What would y'all think about if we had one of the best quilters out there, one of the best embroiderers out there, one of the best do-it-yourself project craft person out there, and one of just the best overall sewers out there to come on one Tuesday a month each and do a show? Would y'all watch that?
Let us know.
Let us know right in the chat right now if you would watch that, because we're working on something that's going to be pretty awesome. And as soon as I get the details all out, we'll tell you who everybody is, and you're going to know them all. I promise you, you're going to know them all. And Lisa's saying it sounds awesome. Well, it sounds awesome to me too. And Bernadette, I'm excited as well. I tell you, we've been talking about this for a while. We think we've got all the details worked out. Got a few little details left, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome. And we're hoping to get this launched. I'm wanting to try to get launched pretty quick. We'll see how quick we can do it, but got a little details we still got to work out. But I think that it'll be strictly basically a project-based type show. So it's going to be something that, you're going to get to follow along and watch them do projects and teach you things, and strictly education. So I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So anyway, I got a lot more details to share with you later on, but let me get a few things worked out first. But I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. Well, I know it's going to happen. But the players may change, but right now the players we've got that we're talking to are incredible. I think you're going to love it. So that's one of the news. The other news is about products, Kyle. So I told everybody a little bit about, I went on a trip a while back to Charlotte, North Carolina, and to Happy Embroidery. So I'm happy to announce that we are now a Happy Embroidery dealer, and we're one of few in the United States. And we are going to launch those products. You'll get to see them very quickly. Kyle and his team are working, trying to get them on our website. It's a lot of products we got to put up. But they have a 7-needle and multi-needle embroidery machine. They have a 12-needle and they have a 15-needle. And one of the quilters, one of the things I got to share with you about one of their 15 needles, one of their 15 needles has, do you remember what it's 17-inch? The hoop space, the embroidery field is 17-inch by 47-inch. And it is kind of designed for quilters. So basically you clamp in your quilt and you can actually do quilting on it. So it is pretty awesome if you think about this. You're going to have something you can do quilting on and embroidery hats, any kind of embroidery jackets, anything you can think of, you can embroidery on it. Golf bags. I mean, it's incredible what this thing offers. And so it's going to be something out there that if somebody wanted a all-in-one machine, if you're a quilter and you want to do some embroidery and all that, look no farther. And this is like a quilting machine with robotics, basically, because you're just going to be able to put the design in, hit go, and let it start quilting. And it's pretty awesome. So we're going to have that. We're going to unveil that, all those products pretty quick. You'll get to see them. And but we're super excited about that relationship. And so stay tuned. More to come. All right. So today, Kyle, do we want to talk about the product first, or we just want to show the demonstrations?
Give them a little highlight.
We'll give them a little highlight?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So let's put it on the screen so y'all saw the thing. This is the 15 Pro Qnique from Grace. Now, as y'all probably know, this machine was huge. It was so popular. And then Grace came out with an updated version, which is a 16-inch and Elite, 16 Elite. Well, the Pro version, I tell you what, we sold so many of these. Well, we asked Grace, we're like, what do you have over there we could really get a good deal on, we could give to, pass it on to our customers? Well, they had some recertified. So that means these have been either used in their training, in their education stuff. They may have been already sold before. whatever the case may be. They get these machines back. They go through their certification process through their factory. They recertify them, so they're basically like a brand new machine. So we got 20 of these. That's all we have is 20. And what we're going to do is we're going to match it. We're going to actually give you a Q-Zone hoop frame with this for $34.99. And we have some financing available. We're going to ship it free right to your doorstep. And so we got 20 of these only 20 of these. All right, Kyle, show the next one. The next one is, they call it the 15R. And this has stitch regulation on it, but it has a few less features than the Pro version. We have only 5 of these, and they're $29.99. And we're also going to throw a brand new, Q-Zone hoop frame with it, so that you're getting a brand new frame with both machines, and you're getting full factory warranty on both. So they're full warranties, all the good stuff, but 20 of the Pros, 5 of the Rs, and that is it. And so we're going to show, we're going to bring up Jana and Melinda. I'll get it here in a second. Melinda and Jana are going to do a little demonstration for you. Now, they're going to show you the Pro, the 15 Pro, but it's actually going to be sitting on a QD frame. They're showing it on a QD frame. We're going to upgrade that frame combination to that Q-Zone hoop frame, and for the same price. So I think you're getting an unbelievable deal today. So anyway, let's go to Grace, to Jana and Melinda.
All right, so today, yes, we have our fantastic 15 Pro. We've matched it on our little cutie frame, just to show everybody, just again, what a great combination the machine with the frame is. It's not going to take up a ton of space, and it's going to allow you to really kind of expand on your projects with quilting. So,
yeah, I think the other thing is we wanted to show, if you already have the cutie, right? Like, it's been very popular. People have been buying it for the space that they have, and you have your domestic on there and you're thinking, oh, am I ready to go to the 15 Pro? And I mean, we talked about the 15 Pro already in the segment earlier this week, and people were saying, oh yes, I want to buy it. We had people put ones in the comment to talk about it. Well, here we have the 15 Pro. You can see exactly, this is the kind of throat space. So you're no longer limited to that 8 inches, 6 inches, whatever space you have on your domestic. Now you got that full 15 inches, so you can quilt that 13-inch block.
Yes, yes. And I would say, in talking to our customers, Jana, whether it's on the phone, whether it's at shows or where have you, so many people have bought their cutie to work with their domestic machine. But time and time again, I always hear, I wish my machine was a little bit bigger.
Or what can I do to make it bigger, right? Like,
Yes.
Is there a trick? The trick is you got to get a bigger machine, right? With a
Yes.
longer throat space. And the 15 Pro does that.
It does, it does. Now the 15 Pro, it's, aside from having that longer throat space, it's stepping up and gives you 2,000 stitches per minute.
Which is a lot, right?
Yes.
Like, I can't get past that. When I'm stitching, I'm not going faster than that 2,000.
Right, and for me, it's very hard. There's an overspeed setting built into our machines where it'll beep at you if you're going too fast.
It'll warn you out, yeah.
It'll warn you, yep. So I think it's very hard really to ever get over that 2,000 stitches per minute.
The other thing that the 15 has that, is really easy and simple to use, because people always say, well, oh, I'm intimidated by getting a long arm. I know my domestic, I know what to do next with it, is that the 15 has 6 buttons here in the front, and they're really easy to use, right? We have the needle up, needle and down button, the up, like if you're adjusting your stitch length, and then your start and stop.
Yes.
And that's all you're needing to do. You just have these 6 buttons, and it's reversible. So if you're right-handed, it's set up so that the start and stop is on the right. If you want to switch it over because you're left-handed, it easily can add over to that left side.
Yes, and I think a great feature with our machines is, aside from being able to change the settings on the buttons on the handlebars, You also have the full color touch screen display.
Yeah,
that you can do that
2.5
as well.
inches wide. Yeah, and so it's that nice color touch. Everything's touchscreen, right?
It is.
Our phones, our tablets, our computers, some TVs, right? So that touchscreen world is out there, and now you can get it on a machine.
Yes, yes. So Jana, what's your favorite feature on the 15 Pro?
One of my favorite features is the fact that it has not only the 15 inches of throat space here, but it also has the 8.5 inches of harp space. So as you're going along, now you can see with the Qnique, the nice thing about the Qnique is you're not rolling up the fabric on the rail, it's rolling up above. And as you're rolling more and more, it's gonna get bigger. If you're doing a whole king size quilt on here, it's just gonna roll up above here. Well, with the 15, it can accommodate that roll very easily. So that's one of my favorite things about the 15 Pro.
Yes, yes. All right. So Jana, what is your next favorite feature?
My next favorite. Okay, well then the next favorite is the bobbin winder. So I don't know how many times, even today when we were setting up the machine, we started stitching and we're like, where are the stitches? Oh, the bobbin's out. Very quickly we could get a new bobbin created here with a bobbin winder on the top of the machine, easily done at the same time. And the nice thing about the 15 Pro is it has this dual stand here in the back. So it has the cone for the thread that goes to the machine, and then it has the cone for the bobbins. So I can run both at the same time if I want. I can do that bobbin winding on the fly. I can do it right away. I don't have to go someplace else and get it done. I can do this winding all at the same time.
Yes, yes. So Jana, I think one of my favorite things, especially going to shows and setting up for our shows in our booths, setup on the 15 Pro is probably one of the most simplest out there.
Yeah, the handlebars are already attached when you get the machine. So when you're pulling it right out of the box, these are in there ready to go. So you don't have to worry about like, oh, how do I attach these handlebars? They're just attached, ready to go. You're gonna be putting in your screen, right? And the thing I like about it is this little knob right here. I can adjust it to whatever direction I'm facing. So if you have someone with you that's a little bit taller or shorter, they can unscrew that and adjust it to their height so they can read it easily. Yes. Super fun.
Oh, good, good. So in terms of, again, setting up the machine, what else can customers kind of, want to take into consideration to set up?
Yeah, one thing is the encoders on the machine. Now the encoders help your machine know where it is on the frame.
It's kind of like the brain.
Yeah, kind of like the brain. It tells the machine, hey, when you're doing the encoders, you're doing this fast, this slow, so you're not having any issues at all with it. And so those encoders connect to the back and side of the machine, and then they tell you where to go. So that's really the only part that you're needing to set up when you're putting the machine together. So you add in those encoders, they go onto the frame, and then you're pretty much plug and go, right? Like there's not much more. Adding the fabric to your frame and you're set.
Oh, good. And I hear time and time again, so many people on the phone, can I set the machine up by myself? Do I need somebody to come do it for me? And the simple answer is no. You can 100% set up the machine by yourself.
Yeah, and the thing about the Qnique is that also, like other frames you might be setting up, they're a little bit longer. They're heavier. They have, maybe those side pieces and you're having to put a piece on the side. Well, the nice thing about the tabletop frame is you can use the tabletop to set it up. So all you're doing is putting on here. Now you can see we have this on a lifetime table and it's just set, but as I'm wiggling the table, you can see the machine set. It's not gonna go anywhere. We show the lifetime table because it's a take down and put away kind of table. It's not set there all the time. It's not a cutting table or sewing table. It's something that can be put away just like your Qnique.
Yes.
Same thing with the Qnique. If you're gonna decide, I don't need this dedicated space, I'm gonna move it somewhere, you can take the 15 off, set it aside, and then put your Qnique away as well.
Yes. So, Jana, you mentioned we ran out of our bobbin when we were setting up the machine. I just want to show people, how easy it is to access the bobbin on this machine. I don't know, what other machines are out there. I know there's been times I have really struggled trying to get under my fabric and find the little door and get, take out the bobbin, put the new
Reach
bobbin
back in there
and-
so far.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm just gonna needle up.
Oh, on that side.
There you go. We'll cut this really quickly so we can move it over. All right. So if we're looking just at the front of our machine, again, I've pulled it in a way that I can see where my needle base is, and I can easily see where the bobbin case is. Now, specifically, this machine does not have a bobbin case door. And I've had calls, where customers have asked or, mentioned, my machine didn't come with the bobbin case door. And, you have to remember, well, this machine, it doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't is to make it easy to access. Again, we want simplicity and ease with our products. Again, just so people can get back to quilting and back to their projects that they enjoy doing.
Yeah, and another thing with the 15, so sometimes we've got that bobbin going and there's some lint that comes from the thread, right? Eventually it might get a little dusty in there. The nice thing about the Qnique machines is there is completely closed off from the system. So your bobbin area, you can take a can of air and blow in there and pull all that lint out. You can get a brush in there. It's not going to go up inside the machine and get it too dusty or linty or anything like that. So that's the great thing about the Qnique machines as well, is that the maintenance about them is really easy. You're just putting a little oil on the bobbin hook, and right up here there's a spot to put the oil for the needle bar. That's your maintenance. You're not having to bring it into the service every year. As long as you're taking care of oiling it at the times that it needs, then it's all set.
Oh, good, good. So, Jana, I know we've gone to shows together. Do you have any favorite stories from customers, like over the last year, for instance, that we've been going to shows? Any favorite stories that stand out about the 15 Pro?
Yeah, the 15 and the Qnique actually. So there was one person, she had purchased a Qnique from us and she was great. And she's like, oh, I have such a small domestic machine. Every time I'm sewing, I get just a couple of lines back and forth. She's like, I'm doing waves. I'm doing like little spirals. She's like, but I'd really like to do a bigger section. And so we talked about the 15 and we said, hey, this is going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And then as she got the 15 finally, and she's like, I can quilt a whole quilt block. I'm not stuck with just quilting, just these lines back and forth.
A couple little
Yeah, she's like, I can quilt the whole block at the same time and not have to worry about my design or doing a circle or spiral or all those things.
Oh, good. And I'm going to say, again, from shows that I've gone to, from different events, even conversations I've had with customers on the phone, that's the exact same sentiment that I hear time and time and time again. So many people didn't think that a long arm was within their reach. And people are diligent, they've saved, they've kept an eye out for promotions when we've had the machine on sale. And the people that have kind of, pulled that trigger and bought their machine, those are the people we always hear back from, and they rave about how much easier their quilting projects are becoming, and how much better of a quilter they're becoming as well.
Yeah, I love that. I also love the fact that, if you've started on your path with the Qnique and the domestic, and you're ready to go to that next level, right? It's not that you have to get a whole new system again, right? You're not having to get a new frame and a new machine to go along with it. You can start with the Qnique, move up to the 15, and then continue from there. Because the other nice thing about the 15 is it doesn't just fit on the Qnique, it fits on all our current frames. So if you have another frame that you're using a domestic with that the Grace company has created, and it does most of our old frames as well.
Yes.
So you can get the 15 on that quilting path, get you going as your journey through quilting is happening.
Exactly, exactly. So I know when So I've had the opportunity to take a machine home on a few instances. Again, I'm a newer quilter. I think I've probably mentioned that before on these shows. But being a newer quilter, again, having the opportunity to take this home, bringing it into my house, I feel like I'm in the exact same position as many of our customers, probably as many of the Sewing Machines Plus customers, and kind of being in that new, what am I doing? How do I do this? Just figuring things out. And I'll tell you, having the 15 Pro at home, even the Qnique, taking that home, it's kind of opened my eyes. I used to think, oh, I'm not a creative person, to quilt something, but I'm finding I'm getting bolder and braver in the things, the projects that I'm working on. So it's been phenomenal.
One thing that I think a lot of people have asked in the comments before, I think I saw some now, it's what comes with the machine and what comes with the Qnique, right?
Yes.
So right now on the Qnique frame, what you see is what you get. There are other accessories that can come along with it. You can get leader cloths and lasers and bungee clamps and all those other things that can be additional. But as you can see, what comes with a Qnique is all you need to get started. I mean, it doesn't have the fabric.
Or
You
your
do
thread.
and your thread, yeah. But the machine comes with 2 packages of thread, so you can get started with that. And we have, it comes with the finesse spools. They're 1,500 yards. That's the perfect amount that you need to do a king size. That includes the bobbins. So you're just set, you can go from there. What are some other things that come with the machine that you don't have to purchase? They're just automatic.
So there's the hopping foot tool adjustment. There's the needle magnet. It does come with the bobbin. It comes with some extra needles. Really just things right out of the box you can begin quilting. You don't have to worry about, do I have this? Do I have that? It all comes with the machine itself. There's even a little timing tool that comes with the machine itself. I personally have never had to use it, but I've gone through the instructions. I feel like I'd be able to, to figure out, setting the timing or resetting the timing based on the instructions. But if you feel like, if it came to having to do that, if you needed to do it, give us a call and we can walk you through it.
Well, and one of the best things as you were saying, give us a call. You can also call, you can contact the Grace Company, even though you're a Sewing Machines Plus customer. And then vice versa. If you're a Grace Company customer, you can call Sewing Machines Plus. Both companies have that. That's one of the best things about our partnership with Sewing Machines Plus is they have excellent customer service. We feel so lucky to have them as a partner with us in selling our product. When people call Sewing Machines Plus, we know that they are completely taken care of, and we don't feel any angst about like, oh, well, we'll help you and they'll help sell you. No, it's like, no, they have excellent customer service and can get you all the things that you need.
Yes, being the Sewing Machines Plus account executive, again, I can attest for that. We work very closely. We're in direct communication, I would say pretty much daily. Nothing major, but communication daily, and just kind of knowing where we're at, in our partnership pertaining to orders and kind of everything else in between. So.
Yeah, and one thing, we had a question that just came through when we were talking about bobbins and what comes with it is the type of bobbin. And so the machine comes with an M-class bobbin, so that it's a little bit larger than your normal domestic. It's bigger, so you get 3 of those in the package for the machine. Now, her question was, can you use pre-wound? And yes, you can use pre-wound. We have some finesse pre-wound bobbins you can get. You can get other pre-wound. As long as it's that M class, that's what will fit in the bobbin case, so you're all set.
All right, so there's another question that I see popped up on the screen. What's the smallest table size that you would need for the Qnique? And I'll tell you, this lifetime table, it's a 4-foot by 2-foot table, so 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. And really you just need the base of the Qnique to sit and fit on that tabletop.
Yeah.
That's all the space.
Yeah,
that
because you
need.
can see the 15 actually goes forward larger than the actual base. So you're not having to worry about, well, you know, oh no, my machine is going to fall off because the supports are in that 2x4. You're actually getting all that space as you're going forward. You're not having to worry about, oh, it's going to come forward just because it's not all the way, you know, sitting out there.
Yes, yes. All right, so I have a question for the audience.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so audience, put a number 3 in the comments if you have a 15 Pro or know somebody who has a 15 Pro and you recommend the 15 Pro to any person, family, friend, neighbor.
There you go.
Anybody. So put a number 3 if you would recommend the 15 Pro to anybody.
Well, excellent. There's some 3s coming through there. There's another question. They said, does the table have to be heavy? And this is a lifetime table, so that gives you, it's just a portable table. It folds in half, so it's not even like a perfect 2x4, so you're not having to worry about, oh, I have to get it rigid. And the other thing is that the Qnique does not sit on this with a clamp. You can see I'm just lifting it up here. It's just rubber grips on the bottom that help hold that Qnique frame to the table.
Yes. So Jana, I saw a ton of 3s come through. So I know Blaine has, you know, some great pricing. Sewing Machines Plus has some great pricing on the 15 Pro with the Qnique, and I'm sure we'll go ahead and jump into that here in the next few minutes.
But first, before we do that, I want to show everybody the stitching.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so let's show the most important part and how it works with it. So with the machine, we have 4 stitch modes. There's precise, which means that the machine won't stitch unless you're moving the machine. So let's just show right here on our screen that we've got the precise mode going up there. There we go. So then when we start the machine and hold it still, you can see it's not moving unless we move. So as we start stitching, then it starts going.
And I think we lost it.
So the machine, as Melinda threads it back up here again, so the nice thing about that is, you know, you're going to get those precise measurements, right? It's going to be easily done. There's not going to be any guesswork with whether or not your machine is going to be moving or stitching in places you don't want it to. With that precise, it's going to go beginning to end. When you start, it starts. When you stop, it stops. Great for just all around stitch modes. The second one is the cruise mode. Now cruise will mean just like when you're cruising in your car. When you push the button, your car keeps going whether you're have an obstacle or not, right? Like sure, there's lane assist and different things going on right now, but that's how cruise works. Because when you start it, it will continue to sew as when you push that button. That's great for when you're filling in small spots, like the inside of a flower or a section. It's also great if you're following along, like stitch in the ditch, or if you're trying to do some feathering work, right? We're really trying to follow along, so you're going a little bit slower, so you don't want that start and stop as you're going along. And then the last one, should we show the cruise mode? So let's do.
So
we'll pull that thread up.
somebody switched the sides of the buttons, and I am not used to that on this machine.
So there you can see with the cruise, it's moving whether I'm moving or not. So if I slow down, it's still gonna go. And then the last one we have is a base stitch. Everybody needs a good base stitch, right?
Yes.
There's 3 modes, small, medium, and long. They're gonna just give you a nice basic stitch as you're doing those. Now you can put the fabric, sometimes with a rolling rail, people will put the backing on and then put the top on top of it and baste it. Then you can baste as you're going along. It's great for if you're doing appliques and you just wanna put something in that spot. And then the last one is manual mode. Now manual mode, you might say, why do we have manual mode? Do you know why we have manual mode?
To be honest, I don't.
Yeah, manual mode is because some people like manual mode. They have that easy, perfect rhythm. They don't want the encoders because they want to go faster than that 200 stitches per minute. They want to go a little bit faster. So they have that manual mode so that they can go through all the different sections. And again, you can see we have a percentage on here. So right now it's at 15. I can make it go down, I can make it go up. So whoever is most comfortable for you as you're doing that manual mode.
So if I understand correctly on the manual mode, it would be more towards people that are more or less used to their domestic machine. In a sense, not having the regulation, determining their own speed, so to speak. Okay.
And it can go a little bit faster than that 200 stitches per minute that's limited by the encoders. So they can go a little bit faster because, you know, there's some people who just, they're driving, they're going, they're all set, yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the warranty with the frame and the machine. The warranty for the Qnique is 1 year. And then the machine is 5 years for the outer body, 2 years for the manufactured parts, and 1 year for the electric. And that's true of all our machines that we've talked about. They all have that warranty, and our frames all have that 1 year warranty. But we also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So within 30 days, if you get it home and you decide, the Qnique is just too small, I need a bigger frame, or the 15 isn't what I wanted, I want a bigger machine. You know, whatever it is that you're looking at, it's that 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's always great to pay attention to that.
Yes. All right. So any other questions, Janet, that you can think of that we haven't covered, or have you seen any other questions come up on the comments?
Yeah, I think the one last question we could talk about before Blaine comes on is automation able to be put on the Qnique and the 15 Pro? And the answer is yes. Yeah, so you can put automation on here. That's where the machine moves automatically. Right now, this is set up in a free motion ability. So you're moving the machine and it's all set to go through. You're not the one, I mean, all the designs in your head. You can also do pantograph work with it, like we mentioned with the laser, but automation is where you put up the tablet up here. We talked about automation earlier this morning, so you guys can all watch that, but you can attach it to the Qnique and do it with the 15 Pro.
All right, Jana, one last quick question that I saw come up. What thread weights can I use with the machine? So our finesse thread, it's a 50 weight thread. It's a 3-ply. It is polyester, but it's
a soft polyester.
Right, it's made to have the look and feel of your cotton thread. So again, our weight, 3-ply, 50 weight, and again, polyester. Really, I don't think there's too much of a limitation for the thread you can use with your machine. Find what works for you. A heavier weight, maybe a little bit better, you know, in maybe some colors or some brands of thread, whereas other brands you might want to go with a lower weight. Again, you know, really it's kind of trial in a sense by error. But our finesse thread, again, it is designed to work perfectly with our Qnique machines.
And unlike a domestic machine, with the Qniques, you set the tension. So whatever thread you're doing, you want to test it out first. I always like to go to the side and do some testing, or even put a test piece on, make sure my thread has good tension in the bottom for the bobbin casing and on the top before I start quilting. Because you don't, I mean, we pick out enough threads as it is. We don't want to pick out extra just because we're not tested. So always test out when you're doing your new thread. Make sure your tension, we have videos on our website that people can use to help, you know, figure out, is it this problem or is it that problem?
Yes.
All right, we've got to thank Melinda and Jana for the demonstration. So, got to tell you a little bit about the machines. So, we just bought these on, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, Kyle? Monday. So, we just got these on, you know, bought them on Monday made the deal. We don't have them in our warehouse yet. Melinda and them are actually shipping them probably today. They're probably going to be shipping today or tomorrow. We're trying to find out if they've shipped yet. They're going to be coming. So if you go to our website, it's going to say pre-order. Go ahead and pre-order it. That's fine. But we're going to be getting these in. And if we get them in by tomorrow, I mean, we'll start filling orders immediately. But we'll be shipping all next week as soon as these come in.
Should be here any day now then. They shipped yesterday.
I believe they shipped yesterday, Melinda. So good. So she said they shipped yesterday. That means we probably will get them tomorrow. A lot of times it's only 2 days from Utah to get here. So anyway, if we get these in tomorrow, as soon as we get them in, they'll turn those around. So anybody who wants to get an order in there, go ahead and order it today. Get that pre-order in. And because I'm telling you, these are going to go fast. Every time we have the 15s like that, they go extremely fast. We only had 20 of the 15 Pros. We only had 5 of the 15Rs. And you're probably asking, what's the difference between them? Well, the biggest difference between the two machines is the speed. The R does 1,800 stitches per minute. The Pro does 2,000 stitches per minute. And Melinda may chime in and tell us if there's any other differences between them. We should have asked her before we got them off, but I know they were real tight on their schedule today. Melinda, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and tell us what the major difference is other than the speed between the two, because I think they're real close to being identical. Now, one of the things, if you do want a Qnique frame out there, we can go ahead and give you the Qnique frame instead of the Q-Zone frame, but right now we decided at the last minute we're just going to upgrade everybody. Instead of doing the Qnique frame, we're going to upgrade you free to the Q-Zone hoop frame. Now, if you are out there, is that Melinda?
Yeah, so stitch speed and screens are going to be
the screen size, or is it the color?
Probably, I'm not sure.
So I think the screen size on the Pro it's a color display and it's 2.5 inch. So I'm thinking maybe the R is black and white. It's not color. Yeah. So I think correct me if I'm wrong.
The size and color. Yeah.
Size and color. It is a difference in size too. Yes. Okay. All right. So size and color, difference in the screen. So that's about the only difference. I knew they're real close together, but they're all going to have those 4, modes of stitches, which is incredible on them. And, a lot of people I know don't even use the manual mode, because they use that precision mode. And so it works real good. And it does a really good basting. It has 3 settings on the basting stitch as well. So
the R is a non-touch OLED screen.
So it's
is a touch screen.
So the 15 Pro has a touch screen on it, and the R does not have a touch screen. You have you have to control it from the handlebars. Okay, that makes total sense. All right, so y'all heard it there. So just to explain, on the Pro, you're getting a little bit bigger display. It's a color display, and it's a touch screen, and it's 2,000 stitches per minute. Yeah. The R is 1,800 stitches per minute, and the display is a little smaller. It's black and white. And when you're on the handlebars, the buttons up here control what you can set it to on the display. So not too big a differences, actually. But there's a difference in the price. So Kyle, if we want to, let's show them that overlay again. So the 15 Pro, we have 20 of these in stock. The price on it is $34.99, and that includes the Q-Zone hoop frame with it. We're throwing the frame in with it. Unbelievable price on this, guys. This is a great price. The 15R is $29.99, and we're also throwing that Q-Zone hoop frame in with it as well. So you're getting frames with both machines. We'll only have 5 of the R's in stock. We have 20 of those. We don't have them in stock yet. Let me rephrase that. They're on their way. They shipped out yesterday. They're coming. We'll have 5 of these, 20 of the Pros. We'll probably have them tomorrow. And like I said, go ahead and get your pre-orders in, and we're going to get those things. They'll start shipping them as soon as we get orders in tomorrow. As soon as they hit the docks, they'll be putting labels on them and shipping them right back out. So usually we sell out of these extremely quick when we get them. And, this is a discontinued machine that they brought the 16 to replace it. And everybody knows how awesome these 15s were. We got a batch of them. I don't even remember it the first of the year, wasn't it, Kyle? No. And we got 100 of them. They were closing them out, and we bought them all, and we sold out in 30 days. It was just really sold out fast. So I know these will go, and these are even lower price. So these are going to go extremely fast. So a couple questions I want to address out there if you have them. So if you already have a Qnique frame and you're using your domestic machine, these will fit right on your Qnique frame as well if you wanted to keep a Qnique and just buy the head. If you want to, if you've already got a machine out there and you want to get just a frame to upgrade, if you've already got a 15 Pro and you got it on a Q-Zone frame, and you want to go up to a bigger frame, we do have bigger frames these will fit on. If you want to buy one of these today and upgrade the frame, instead of getting the Q-Zone hoop frame, you want to go ahead and get an 8, 10, or 12-foot frame, we have those frames as well that we can upgrade you to put them on. So we got you covered. All of them, you can put robotics on them as well. So they will all accept robotics. So we have a lot of different solutions. And like I tell y'all, we sell more long arms than any other dealer in the country. And our people really know the long arms well. They know the robotics well. They know the frames well. And they can all, help you get the best for you. So anyway, has anybody got any questions about the specials we have today? If you do, go ahead and put it in the chat net right now. And Kyle kind of keep a lookout for it. And we'll try to answer your questions. And but yeah, this is a great special, and that's it was a last minute type thing. So we kind of shifted gears very quick. While we're waiting on that, I'll tell you about a show we're going to have on October the 10th. Is that right, Kyle?
What size is a hoop frame?
What size is the hoop frame?
5 foot.
It's I think they say to give you about 40 inches in depth. I think it's 36 inches, but you need a little bit of extra room for depth, and it's 5 foot wide. So hope that answered your question. Kyle, on October the 3rd, October 3rd, we have Angela Wolf I'm not going to be here October 3rd, so Angela Wolf is going to be coming in and going to be guest hosting. So y'all can mark that down. And her guest will be Sarah Vetzer. Now, what Sarah is going to do for all you brother fans out there, she's going to actually give you a little teaser of how to use the Artsper app. So the show is going to be all about the Artsper. And we're going to kind of give you a little teaser because we are going to be having an in-depth 2-day event for Artsper with Sarah Vetzer, and it's going to be a paid event that you have to pay for, and she's going to do a deep dive into the Artsper. So most people that buy the brother machines that use Artsper now really don't know all of the things you can do with Artsper. So we're going to have a little workshop, 2-day workshop virtually that you can sign up for, that you can. She's going to do a deep dive and show you how to do projects. And we're going to show you all the different machines that the Artsper works with as well. And Kyle will actually show you that on the 3rd, October 3rd. He's going to also show you a little overlay that shows all the things right now, the machines that Brother has that Artsper works with. So that'll be a pretty cool little teaser show on the 3rd. But then we're going to announce a little later the dates of the workshop that we're going to do virtually. And I think that's about it, Kyle.
Yeah.
Any other questions about the specials on the day? We got some good ones, I'm telling you what. Well, today we're going to do some giveaways, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. And make sure if y'all have any questions about either one of the products today, give us a call at 800-401-8151. They can take your orders. They can help with your, answer all your questions. And if you need some financing, they can help you there. If you just want to order the product, you can go right to the website. If you're just happy to get one with the Q-Zone hoop frame, you can go right to the website, put your order in the website, and you're going to get that special price that we have on there. So, and it's a pre-order, so just make sure you pre-order it. It just goes through like a regular order. And what happens is because we don't have them in inventory yet, it goes to a pre-order status. But we do have them coming. They shipped yesterday, so we should have them pretty quick. All right. So we're going to give something away right now, and I think the first thing we're going to give away, Kyle, is the event bags.
Event bags.
We'll get a set of event bags away. Do we have some spinning music going?
Ooh, yes.
I think we need a little spinning music. What do y'all think out there? They come in 8 different colors. We have a pack of 8 for $49.99, or you can buy them individually on our website for $9.99. They all have unique sayings on each one side of the bag, and everybody loves these things. So we're going to give a set away right now. So Kyle, spin that wheel. Paula Becker. So Paula Becker is our winner watching today from YouTube. Congratulations, Paula. Paula, to claim the prize, we need you to go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete, hit submit, and you have 30 days to claim that prize. As soon as we get the information, we will get them shipped out to you. All right, next up, we are going to give away one of our world famous sewing mats. And if y'all don't know about these yet, you've been hiding under a rock. I'm telling you, these things, If you don't have one of these, I'm just telling you, you're doing your machine a disservice. These actually work. They make your machine last longer because it doesn't let the vibration from the machine transfer to the electronics. They dampen the sound and make it quieter. They don't let it move around on a surface and slide around, and they also protect the surface you have it sitting on. So if you want to put it on your kitchen table or dining room table, that's our nice table, you're not going to scratch it all up. So these are awesome, very easy to take care of, damp cloth to wipe them down and let them air dry. And you know what else they do? People use them for pin cushions. They just stick their pins right in them. So anyway, they range from $29.99 to $49.99 depending on the size. They come in 4 different sizes, small through extra large. If you want to know the dimensions of each size, you can just go to SMPLive.tv where you see the mats. Click on it. It'll take you to the product page and tells you the size of each one. All right, Kyle, spin that wheel.
Here we go. Yeah!
We won. Watching today from Facebook. You know what? I saw my mom's name pop up through there too. Yeah. We're spinning again. Don't worry.
That's how you know it's random.
Yeah. It is a random thing, that's for sure. Mary Peak. Congratulations, Mary. She's watching today from YouTube. So, Mary, to claim that sew mat, we need you to go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete, and most importantly, in the little notes section down there, type in what color of sew mat you want and what size, and then get that shipped right out to you. You have 30 days to claim that prize. All right, next up, we are going to give away a $25 SMP gift card. And these are pretty awesome. We'll just email you the code and you can put it at checkout and it'll take $25 off your purchase. I'll spin that wheel. I just saw my wife's name pop up there. Norma Kaufman. Congratulations, Norma. Norma is watching today from YouTube. So Norma, since you are local, you can take that gift card code and take it to the retail store and you can actually get $25 off the purchase at the retail store. Or if you want to shop online, you can do the same. Go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of that page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete, and we will email you back a gift card code that you can use. Congratulations, Norma. Yeah, I saw my wife Michelle's name pop up, my mom Marietta, her name popped up. So they're both watching. So hi, Mom. Hi, Michelle. All right. Next up is the big winner. We are going to give away a Qnique sewing machine, $279 value. This is the Qnique 1522 PG. It is in that great pink color. Everybody loves this. Somebody said it looked like Pepto-Bismol. It's kind of almost that color, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Bubblegum color.
Yeah.
But everybody loves this thing. So anyway, we're going to give one of these away. So Kyle, spin that wheel. Bernadette Evans. So Bernadette, you are our winner. Bernadette's watching today from YouTube. And so Bernadette, you just won yourself a Qnique machine. How you're going to claim that prize, Bernadette, is you're going to go to smplive.tv, scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize, fill out all that information complete, hit submit, and once we get that information, we will get your brand new machine shipped out to you. You have 30 days to claim that prize. Simple as that, Kyle.
What was that?
Hey, one other announcement I got to make. Do you remember the dates of the trade-in week? Is it the 8th through 14th? Anyway, we're having our National Trade-In Week in October. Kyle's looking at the dates right now. And I think it's the 8th. It's that Monday.
Let's see.
It's the second week of October. What is the second week? The 6th is a Friday, so it's the 8th. 6th would be the 8th through the 14th. 7th through 11th? That didn't sound right. I think it's the 14th through the
14th through the 18th.
Yeah, I think it's the 14th through the 18th. So mark that down. I think it's the 14th through the 18th of October. We're having our National Trade-In Week. And again, that's going to give you opportunity. If you have a machine at home you've been wanting to upgrade, you give us a call. We'll give you a value for that machine, and you get to, send it in and trade it in for a brand new something else. And we have a ton of stuff you'll be able to trade for, but we'll have that going on. So make sure y'all mark that on your calendars as well. We'll send you an email. We'll kind of be advertising that as well. One last event I want to talk about that you can sign up for. Now, on February the 12th and 13th and February 14th and 15th, we're having a big event, live event in our San Marcos store here in California. And it is called the Stitch and Switch event. And this is a very unique event. So if you wanted to fly in for this, it's going to be pretty awesome. The price on it, do you remember what the price is, Kyle? $199? I can't remember. He's looking it up. So I think the price on it is $149. Okay, there we go. $149 is the cost. And what you're getting is Ring Wilcoxon from Embroidery Garden is going to be coming out here, and it's a 2-day class, but we're having 2 different events. We have a 12th and 13th event, and then we're going to have a 13th and 14th, or 14th and 15th event. And so basically what the class is, we're bringing in, we're going to have pods in the classroom, and one pod will have the Brother top-of-the-line machine that's coming out, and that is the Avenir. We'll have 3 of those at that pod. And the next pod next to it will be a Baby Lock, and it will be the new Radiance. We'll have 3 of those. Then we'll have a Bernina pod with 3 990s, a brand new machine. We'll have a Janome pod with the new MC17s. And then we're going to have a FOP and Viking booth, and it'll have the Icon and the Epic. And so basically the idea is you're going to do one project. You're going to team sewing, you and a partner will sew on the machine, one of the machines, and you'll do a project on each one, and y'all can take turns of who sews and who helps. But you're going to make 3 projects in 2 days, each one of you will be, and then you'll get to take the other 3 projects you didn't sew home with you. But you're going to get to test drive, between you two, you're going to get to test drive all 6 machines in 3 days. So it's a really unique event. And what I'm doing is, if you want to fly in for this event, we've already got people, Kyle signed up from Texas coming. If you want to sign up for this event and come in, if you decide you want to buy one of the top-of-the-line machines while you're here, I will refund your flight money. So whatever you get paid to fly out here, we'll refund that money for you. So I'll pay for your flight and for you to be able to do that. But it's going to be a great event. And then the other thing that we're doing at each pod, to kind of give you an example, the Brother pod is Sarah Vetzer is going to be here. And Sarah is going to actually, what we're calling managing the pod. So she'll be helping all the 6 people at that pod during one of the projects. She'll be helping you with projects you need any help. We're going to have a national educator from every manufacturer here at every brand helping with the tables. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Melinda Stevenson, y'all seen on our show, she'll be here. We got the best of the best coming in to help you. And plus the whole SMP staff will be on board helping as well. And we're hoping that we're probably going to sell this out. So we're hoping if we sell it out soon enough, we'll be able to add 2 more dates, 2 more days to the first of the week and be able to have another event with it. But it's selling out fast. Kyle can probably put the link to that page in there where you can go sign up for it. But it's going to be a great event. You can sign up for either one of the days or the 2 days. And Reen is going to have some projects you're going to make. You'll get to take all the projects, you'll take them home whether you do them or not. You'll get all 6 projects. And it's just going to be a fun time. Some door prizes we're giving away. We're going to feed you both days and have chocolate throughout the day for you. So it's going to be a good time. Hope that some of y'all will try to make your way out here. It'd be a good little road trip, wouldn't it, Kyle?
Yep, you get to meet some of the other people from SMP Nation. You get to meet us. It'd be great.
Yep. So we invite y'all to go take a look at that. And if you ever wanted to, test drive those top-of-the-line machines, this would be a great opportunity for you to do it. So, all righty. Well, guys, thank y'all for tuning in today. We sure do appreciate it. We'll show you, we're going to send out an email and let you know what the next show is going to be. after the 10th, I think on the 10th. As I told you, well, we got one more show before the 3rd, right? Or is it next week the 3rd? I can't even remember. So there's one more. Yeah, so we'll let you know what next week's show. I can't remember what it is right off the top of my head for next week, but we'll have you a good guest next week. I will do some sewing next week. And then the 3rd, mark that down, Angela Wolf will be guest hosting and Sarah Vessel will be the guest. We're going to talk all about the Artsper app. So until next week, guys, I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And Kyle and I will see y'all next Thursday. Oh, by the way, one other thing. Somebody asked, where's Roger? Roger's at the office. So what we did, we kind of streamlined our process here so one person can actually run the console now. And so Roger comes over occasionally, like when we need to film things and stuff. But he's at the corporate office working. So he's still around. And then somebody else.
Email.
Yeah, he's the one that sends all the emails out. And then somebody also asked about Deb Donovan. Want to tell you all about Deb. Deb actually did leave the company, but she is an independent educator now, and she's working for a couple different companies. And she still helps us out, so she still works with us some. Matter of fact, if you came to our new product launch party, Deb was here actually helping us at the new product launch party, doing some Sew Steady some products. So yeah, she's still around. So she's you occasionally see her occasionally running around here. But yeah, still around. Wanted to kind of clarify that because everybody asked about Roger and Deb. So anyway, guys, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all next time.